Do you want to know the most important thing in trucking? I'll tell you what the most important thing in trucking is. I can also tell you what it's not. It's not the name on the hood. It's not the name on the side of the door. It's not the kind of trucking you do, whether it be flatbed, dry van, reefer, heavy haul. It's not what routes you drive. It's not what area of the country you're in. It's not how much money you make. What it is this. No, not my hat. Your head. I've learned a lot about myself out here. And forgive me, I'm kind of thinking out loud here. I've learned a lot about people, about the industry, about the American economy, the difference between struggling, surviving, and succeeding. The most important thing in trucking is yourself, your attitude. Think about this. Do you surround yourself with people that are positive? Do you surround yourself with people that are successful? I know when I first started, I didn't know about what they call the psychic vampires. You know, these people that just suck the positivity out of you. They're toxic. Not only is the industry full of them, but the whole world is full of them. Some people are so toxic that they create wars. They feed off the negativity. They feed off the suffering of others. So ask yourself, do you surround yourself around people that are toxic or helpful? I've only been out here just a short 8 years. I've learned a lot about myself and a lot about people. This YouTube thing, Facebook thing, Twitter, all of it, it's just digital noise. It's just static in the grand scheme of things. And I apologize for being a part of that static. I apologize for the times that I was petty. I apologize for the times that maybe I didn't put any positivity out there. You could be real and still be positive. You can prepare for the worst while being optimistic. It can happen. These days I surround myself with people that are successful, people that have their lives in a positive perspective. You can look at the man, the corporatist country we have, and you can sit there and say, am I a victim? Or can I work that to my advantage? It gets old, the government telling you what to do, people telling you what to do, the truck telling you what to do, the e-logs telling you what to do. That's why we get into this job, because we don't want to be at a 9-to-5 office job where we get told what to do. Guess what? It happens. Whether you drive a truck, drive a desk, drive a forklift, drive an ambulance, or drive a motorcycle off into the sunset. In a way, you're being told what to do. You can either be the victim, or you can be the victor. So think about this. All you rookies, all you newbies watching this. Remember, I'm just digital noise in the grand scheme of things. I don't have a high subscriber count. But I do have a message. And if I can create a little bit of positivity in this very negative world, I think the universe, or God, I think smiles on that. If we could spread knowledge instead of fear, if we can embrace unity instead of division, I think that'd be better. There are so many things that are started for good reasons and then they end up being tainted either over money, ego, and similar things. When you sit in the seat behind the steering wheel, the CB's quiet, you've got the radio turned off, the phone is quiet, you have a lot of time to think. That solitude will work either for you or against you. Sometimes at the same time. There's a lot of stuff to deal with out here. Some days it's Smokey and the Bandit. Some days it's Convoy. Some days it's Mad Max. Some days it's Law and Order, CSI. Heck, there's even some days it's Wizard of Oz. In the end, it's all about how you handle stress, who you surround yourself with, which YouTubers to watch. There's a lot of negative people making videos. There's a lot of people scamming that are making videos, promising you a dream. Just like the recruiters, they promise you a dream. Some deliver, some don't. Some want to make you think that they've got all the answers. Some people think that it's a profit. Some people think that it's a popularity contest. Doesn't matter. It's all digital noise. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, the rest of it is just noise. I do videos because I enjoy it. And maybe I can help out what's going on up here. I'm not an expert. I'm learning as I go. I'm not the best driver. I'm not the safest driver. I think I try to be. When I'm going the speed limit in a construction zone and everybody's glaring at me, you feel like you go against the grain a lot. When I'm trying to move over to the left lane when somebody's on the shoulder and no one will let me over, you feel like you're against the grain. When you try to throw some positivity out in the universe, sometimes you feel like you go against the grain. In the end, it doesn't matter. In the end, it's all the same. In the end, a year from now, it'll all be forgotten. I could pass away in my truck tomorrow. A year from now, I'll be forgotten about. Plain and simple. Some days we feel like we live in a world of crap. But you got to take the days that you can look at the sunset or the sunrise and marvel at its beauty. You see, with all the crap that truck drivers have to take, we are given a great gift of seeing the beauty in this country, whether it be the scenery or in people. We see it. But what do you choose to see? Do you get in a truck and expect the worst? All you old timers complaining about the state of the new drivers? Do you see negative things or positive things? Think about that. If you see nothing but negative, you're going to hate being a truck driver. If you're a new guy watching this, if you have road rage or an attitude problem or a short temper, don't come out here. Don't be a truck driver. If you're hateful and judgmental, don't turn on that CB radio. Don't get on Facebook and complain about every little thing and post articles of stuff that are just designed to make you angry. Don't comment on YouTube videos just for the sake of being hateful. If one of these bigger YouTuber guys do a video and you don't like it, don't comment. Why are you even watching if you don't like these guys? And I'm sure I'll get a thumbs down on this video. I get it. But why? There was a time when I thought hate was a good fuel, as long as you were working towards a positive direction. Not anymore. Are you a positive person or a negative person? If you're negative, look at your surroundings. Is it your surroundings that have made you that way? Or did you make your surroundings? Either way, the answer is the same. Nobody's perfect. I get angry. I can be hateful. I have no problems saying swear words to these cars and trucks and whatever they do. But everybody has a story. Look at the truck stop you're sitting in right now. Every single one of these trucks has a story. Every single one. Every hitchhiker that you see on the side of the road. Every person begging for money on the intersection. Every clerk that puts up with your crap when you want to buy a cup of coffee and a donut. They all have a story. We all have a story. And when 50, 100, 200, 2,000, 2 million people are all telling their story at the same time, what's it sound like? It sounds like static. So in the end, all you can do is focus on you. If a driver is doing something that you don't like, don't dwell on it unless it affects you directly. If a guy stinks in the bathroom, it doesn't affect you directly. If he's texting on his phone and almost hits you, well, there's a reason to be angry then. But again, it's all on how you handle it. How do you react to those things? Again, it's all up here. So if you're looking to get your CDL or looking to get into this career, know this. You can work for the best company in the world. And if you don't have it right up here, it's not going to do you any good. You can make a lot of money. You could be one of these specialized drivers that eventually you're going to make $200,000 a year. It won't do you any good if you're not right up here. If you are absent from this industry and you're looking to come back, what are your reasons for coming back? In a way, it doesn't matter. Just know that if you don't have it together up here, we don't want you back. If you feel trapped, like there's nothing else you can do except drive a truck, that's a reason to be out here, I guess. Or maybe your reason for being out here is because you're passionate about trucks, trucking, the smell of diesel. Either way, it's all up here. So that's the most important thing, in trucking, and in life in general. You have to make changes that help you progress. If the people you follow on YouTube or on Facebook or on Periscope are constantly griping about their job or their company or their truck issues, and granted, we all have those issues, that affects up here. It's a beautiful world we live in, believe it or not. Sometimes that's hard to see when you're at a pothole-filled customer in the middle of downtown Newark, New Jersey. Sometimes it's hard to remember when you hear about the driver that got shot in Baton Rouge, or the driver that got shot because he showed up at his customer early and they turned him away and he had to park in an abandoned parking lot. Sometimes it's hard to believe that this world is a beautiful place when you see suffering of people, animals. Sometimes it's hard to see when you're at a shop getting $10,000 worth of repairs done to your truck and you don't know how you're going to pay the bills next week. Sometimes it's hard to see the beauty in today's world when people are just so mentally ugly. But in the end, all you got is this up here. It's a challenge. I'm not the smartest truck driver, and there are many different routes I could have taken my life. I could have gone to college. I could have mastered in business or psychology or any of that stuff. But in the end, I'd still be a guy being told what to do by the government, by the insurance companies, by the rich people. Even if I become rich myself, I'm still being told what to do. So it doesn't matter what route you take. It doesn't matter how you get to the destination. It's how you think about getting to that destination. It's all up here. Just some thoughts I had out loud. You want to turn things around? It's all up here. And if you can't figure it out, surround yourself with people that do know how to do that. I have a long list of friends that have helped me through some dark times. And I appreciate those friends. Thank you. So until then, you can either think about what I said, call me an idiot, put a thumbs down, add to the negativity. But in the end, it's all just digital noise. Have a good day, everyone. Thanks for watching.